Christopher Bridges, better known for his stage name Ludacris, is an American hip-hop artist that currently resides in Atlanta, Georgia. Ludacris is an accomplished hip-hop artist with 2 Billboard #1 singles and multiple Billboard Top 10 singles. He is a recipient of 3 Grammy Awards, which include Best Rap Album of the Year and Best Rap Song of the Year. Ludacris is also a talented actor. He has starred in several television shows like Law and Order SVU and The Simpsons. Ludacris has also stepped onto the big screen into roles in movies such as Crash, Hustle and Flow, and the Fast and the Furious series. Ludacris began his career in the entertainment business as an intern in Atlanta's Hot 97.5 radio. Ludacris was eventually promoted from an intern to a disc jockey. It was during this time Ludacris began working on his debut album Back for the First Time. The album was a major re-release version of his underground album called Incognito. The album was a major success and the launchpad for Ludacris's career within the music industry. Since then, Ludacris has released 6 major release albums and opened his record label Disturbing the Peace. Ludacris is currently working on his 7th studio album, Ludaversal, with a projected release for the following Tuesday after Thanksgiving. The live event that we have planned out is a self-entitled Ludacris Concert at the Georgia Dome on Thanksgiving Day this November. We chose Thanksgiving Day because it is a national holiday where people are enjoying the company of family and friends. A concert by their favorite rapper is a great way to bring people together. We chose Thanksgiving Day for the concert also because the following Tuesday, Ludacris' 7th album Ludaversal will be available to the public. The concert will be a great final promotional tool promoting the upcoming album. At the concert, Ludacris will perform a few tracks from the upcoming album to get fans excited for his next studio release. The venue that we decided upon for a Thanksgiving concert is the famous Georgia Dome. The Georgia Dome first opened in 1992 as the largest cable-supported dome stadium in the world. The stadium is located in downtown Atlanta and has been host to a variety of events such as the 1996 Olympic Games, Super Bowls 28 and 34, and host of this year's NCAA Final Four basketball tournament. The Georgia Dome is convenient for the concert because Ludacris will be in his hometown of Atlanta to celebrate Thanksgiving Day with his mother, family members, and friends. Ludacris lives in Atlanta as well, which makes the decision on choosing the Georgia Dome an easy one. Ludacris is familiar with performing at the Georgia Dome. He recently performed at halftime during the NFL football game between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints this past November. He also performed during Jane Fonda's World Fitness Day concert at the stadium, so my client is comfortable with this venue. Here is the show schedule planned for the day. At 7 a.m., Ludacris is setting up at his house for the Skype interview with Good Morning America to promote tonight's concert and his latest album that will be available. At 7:30, Ludacris will be conducting the Skype interview with Good Morning America. At 8 a.m., Ludacris will be having breakfast with his family and friends at his house in Atlanta. At 9:30, Ludacris will begin his exercise routine. At 11, Ludacris will be preparing to leave his house and go to his mother's house for a Thanksgiving meal. I want to make sure my artist spends time with his family even though it is Thanksgiving and he is having a concert. At 11:30, the limo will be picking up Ludacris and heading to his mother's house. At 12 p.m., Ludacris will be arriving at his mother's house and having Thanksgiving with his friends and family. At 2:30, the limo will pick up Ludacris to go to the Georgia Dome for soundcheck and final preparations for the concert. At 3:15, Ludacris will be arriving at the Georgia Dome and begin soundcheck until 5:30, testing out the equipment, including mics and the numerous speakers. At 5:30, soundcheck and final preparation completed, Ludacris is free for 2 hours. During this time, I will make sure Ludacris is away in his dressing room, and I'll be completing any of the last-minute work that needs to be done for the tonight's show. At 7:30, Ludacris is warming up and preparing for wardrobe and makeup. The show will begin with DDP artists and entourage performing. At 8:55 will be 5 minutes before Ludacris is due to be on stage. At 9 p.m., Ludacris is on stage and begins his set. At 11:45, Ludacris is done performing and retires backstage. The concert is finished. Ludacris is preparing to go to a VIP party at Compound Nightclub, one of his favorite clubs. At 12:30 a.m., Ludacris and Entourage leave the Georgia Dome and head to Compound Nightclub, Viva the Limo. 1 a.m., the limo arrives at the VIP party. At 4 a.m., Ludacris is leaving the nightclub and heading home after a long day. Ludacris is a superstar artist that has extensive needs, so his writer is very specific to accommodate those needs. One of the main concerns is the dressing room area. First, the dressing room must have lockable doors and there should be security personnel in the area. The dressing room should be furnished with entertainment center that features a gaming console, a large screen television, a DVD player, access to cable, and etc.
Ludacris has specific beverages that he requires. Bottled water, a 6-pack of Heineken, a bottle of White Zinfandel, a bottle of Hennessy, and a bottle of Boom Bay Gin are just a few of the different drinks requested on the rider. The expected income from the one-night event is broken down into several categories. Ticket prices will range from $25 to $220, which represents the 6 different sections for seating. Floor seats and the sandbar seats will be the most expensive seats available that night. We are expected to sell about 40,000 tickets. Furthermore, we will also be selling a DVD special documentary that will feature the live recording of the concert. The DVD will be based on the day-to-day activities of the superstar. The DVD will be sold for $10. The expected income generated from the concert is estimated to be $1,378,000. Our expenses for the day include the venue, insurance, DTP artists, sound equipment, limo service, security, and more. The Georgia Dome policy is to charge either a flat rate of $55,000 or 15% of the net paid admissions, whichever is greater. After totaling our expenses, which comes up to $554,700, our total expected net profit for the entire evening is $823,300. In putting on such a large-scale event, there were several risks that we had to consider. Low attendance is a risk regardless of the performance of the event you are having. If we believed that the turnout was going to be poor, we would contact several of the local radio stations, advise them to let the public know about the discounted prices. Another risk is equipment failure. Equipment failure can include sound, light, recording, any other equipment used in the concert. This is why it's imperative that we have dress rehearsal at 3:15 and backup equipment. The staff at the Georgia Dome, upon request, will provide additional equipment. After completing this project, I have learned that the manager's job is never truly done. There is always something going on or something that needs your attention, and this is your responsibility to take care of, not the artist. I also learned that the manager must be a personable person because you will come into contact and work with a variety of different people throughout the day. It is bad for business and your artist if their representative leaves a bad impression on event staff members, especially if they may be potentially working with your company or artist again. It is vital to preserve relationships within the industry. Even the business managers knows this.